Guys, I have a job interview today. Yeah. Job interview. Job interview. Job interview. 183 jobs applied for. Finally. An interview locked in. Obviously, I am so happy. And as if that wasn't exciting enough, I have one pending for next week as well. So even if I get one of these clients, like, I don't know what the hours are gonna be for either of them, but the money is decent. So even one of them at even a low amount of hours would be helpful. Obviously, I just need something to be going on here. But I'll be grateful for whatever works out in this situation, because I really do think one of them is going to work out. Particularly, there is one that is female founded and run, which I would really like to add, because that has been basically my career, is working with female founders, designers, creators, etc. So if I could just keep that as a specialty, I would love that. But I'm also open to new things and learning and what opportunities have to teach me and introduce me to different people. So I'm excited for both opportunities. Look how handsome you are. I'm in trolley boo-boo. Look at you. You're not supposed to go on the counter. Did you get any treats? Are you hungry? Alright, let's go start the day. It's that time of the week again. It is time to review my weekly goals. A little different this week because I did change one of my consistents. So here we go. Of course, we're still going to try and exercise 3 times a week. So far I've done it once, and I'm proud of myself for that. Usually I try to pitch 25, send pitches, proposals, outreach to 25 different potential clients or networking contacts or outreaches. We're just trying to connect here. This week I'm not doing that. First of all, I've been struggling to reach that number the last few weeks. So I'm feeling a little, I don't want to say discouraged, but it's the only word I can think of right now. So I'm feeling a little discouraged in terms of that. So I decided to switch it up a little bit. Now I do have a second interview for a potential client. Really, it's more of a discovery call with a potential client tomorrow. And I have been working on my presentation, my pitch deck for them for our call. So that has been taking up a lot of my time, but it's going to be worth it because I am going to take the skeleton of that and put it on my Upwork and offer it as a consultation, which is something I have been meaning to do, is start adding like consultation options to my Upwork profile. So to finally have that, this is like killing like 2 birds, 1 stone type of situation, because I'm getting something that I've been meaning to do done, and I'm also potentially locking in a client. So I'm very excited about that. So that took the place of the 25 pitching situation. I am going to try and do outreach once I finish the presentation deck. It's almost done. So I should be able to do a little bit of outreach this week, but I don't know if I'm going to do it for potential clients or if I want to kind of try and lean into speaking opportunities or getting on podcasts or something more for my authority in terms of the industry. So I need to like kind of think about how I want to approach that, but it really does depend, I guess, if I get the client tomorrow or not, like which way I go with that. I only did 3 goals for this week. I wanted to keep it very simple. It is my wedding anniversary this weekend, well this week, so like Thursday, Friday. So we took the whole like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday situation, We're probably gonna like decorate for Christmas. I know we're going to medieval times like for our anniversary dinner, so I'm like really excited about that. I kind of just wanted to take this week to not stretch myself too thin because I knew there are a lot of things that I'm doing outside of these 3 tasks that need my attention, and I just didn't want to be like too frazzled. I wanted to feel like I accomplished something, and then I wanted to be able to like go on from there. So one thing I am definitely learning in this practice here of writing my goals down and doing them, like trying to write them down every single day and just like really trying to hold myself accountable, is I have been setting goals that are great, but I've been setting like too many big ones within like a week. So I put like, I wanted to clean the office and the sunroom. Like the office is like 50% done. Probably could finish that this weekend, but it didn't get done, and neither did the sunroom. So it's like I kind of got these other things done, but I didn't really get all of it done. So I've been spreading myself too thin, and that is what this practice is showing to me. So there is a lot of refinement and reorganization in how I do things and how I want to accomplish things going on. I'm also just like living life. Like yesterday, took the cats to the vet. That took up a big chunk of time. Had therapy. That took up a chunk of time. So it's just, for the first time, really feeling like a fully functioning full-time entrepreneur. And what are my system and processes with that? Working with myself, not working for other people, but for myself. What are those system and processes? What are my KPIs? I have to ask myself those questions as if I am my own client, and I haven't been doing that. So that's what I've been taking the time, kind of the last, I want to say like week and a half, maybe 2 weeks to do. And I know that like there's areas I want to expand in terms of content creation. There's areas that I'm like, how do I want to do that? And like on this channel, I have an idea for like something completely separate. And like I said, like I have a lot of ideas, and I'm so grateful for my mind and the universe for like bestowing those ideas onto me. But like sometimes I'm like, I want to do everything, and I know that's not possible. So it's just me picking out what's specific, like what specifically do I want to get done. So yeah, there's, like I said, a lot of revisement, a lot of refinement, just sit and thinking and fleshing things out and just getting the 3 goals I have in this book done for this week. A little tea for you, if you will. I'm supposed to have a interview, discovery call with a client like right now, but they never like sent me the link or anything, and this is like the second or like third time we've kind of tried to connect. And this is a very good example of like when you are interviewing for a job or you are trying to get a client, first of all, if your intuition is telling you something, you listen to that. Second of all, you are interviewing them as much as they are interviewing you. And like, red flags for me, because it's like obviously things are being missed and like there's some kind of a communication issue. Now, could you say that I should have confirmed that and been like more hungry for that? Yes, but I had been in the previous parts of this conversation. So it's a good example of you using discernment when you like follow your intuition with these types of things to like, do you actually want to align yourself with this company or client or not? And I mean, I was supposed to be in this meeting now, so, and I knew they hadn't sent it to me, and I'm like, I'm not chasing, I'm attracting. So I don't know, I just felt like there was something to say, because when I was younger I would have been like, just confirm me, blah blah blah, but like, even though I already have the feeling of like, I actually don't know if this is like I applied for it and then I need to learn more about it. I'm like, And I mean, I think that's like perfect example, because it's like it's not aligned. So just like trust those feelings. Trust those feelings. This is what I mean, like spirituality can work within business. And this is like a perfect example of like intuition, and like it's not aligned. And it's that simple. It's not personal, but it's that simple. Anyway, they definitely didn't show up for the meeting. So I'm gonna make myself a sandwich now. You just gotta keep going. You know, it's not nice to do that to people's time though. Don't recommend that, but let's have lunch. We're out of the house. I have been trapped behind my computer, willingly, behind my computer all day. I need to move. So we're going on a think walk outside before the sun goes any more down. I want to get outside for a little while. I also want to check off the second workout of the week, so I'm going to try and get out there. I also have a bunch of books that I want to put at our community, like, tiny library that we have. So I have a couple books that I want to put in there, and like, if I see something I want, I'm going to get it. So my personal library keeps growing, getting bigger and bigger, and like some of these books I'm not gonna read again, or I have books that fulfill their need, or I just feel like they should go to a new home. So Girl Code is going to a new home. It's going to the Linney Library. You Are a Badass and Making Money is going to a new home. It's a hardcover too. This Botanical Magic, A Green Witch's Guide to Essential Oils, Spellcraft, Ritual, and Healing is going. And Positive Magic is going. All decent enough reads, but I just have so many books that have just been coming to me that I'll show you my TBR pile. That I need space. They need to go. So. Okay, there was like no room at all. So did I grab 3 books? Yes, okay, I have a sickness. I love books. I love to read. One of these is like Oprah's book club book. And like the great thing is I can just put them back in there when I'm done. Hold on, let me show you my loot. Alright, I got this because like low-key, I love Bethany Frankel, so this should be interesting, and I wonder if my mother-in-law would want to read it after I'm done. How could I not have this in my collection? I don't. Not only is it freaking Anne Frank, but look. It's like old. Look. So, had to have it. And then, I wasn't going to take this one, but it was taking up a lot of space. It does kind of look interesting. And it does say Oprah Book Club. Also, the edges are kind of interesting. So, it could stay or go. Also, if you're wondering about this, I just finished reading this. It's about visitations of the Mother Mary. And my mom wants to read it, so I wanted to make sure I had it in my car. Okay, made it out on my walk. Feeling better, and also, I think, hungry. So, oh well. I'll do this for a little while. Also, there's like pine cones, and I'm fighting the urge to take them with me because, like, can I use them to decorate?
What town are we in?
We have the finest, I think. Man, this vlog is about to be popping off.
Well met, you friend.